Hey everyone, it's Lisa. I am so excited to be coming to you today with a new video series. But first off, I'd like to thank you all for joining me. If you're new to my channel, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell and make your choice in the drop down menu, and so that YouTube will notify you when I upload future videos. And oh my gosh, if you recall, if you watched my last video, I mentioned that I wanted to start doing videos using the Cricut Legacy machines. I have the Cricut Expression 2. I also have the Imagine. So this series of videos will be showing you projects using one of those two machines. This series will start on Tuesdays. I'm thinking I'm going to call it Busted Out, the Machine Series. The title of my Tuesday videos was inspired by Vianney Creates. You may have noticed, if you've been following me in the past few videos, that I've mentioned her quite a bit. And that's because she is someone I just recently started following, and I watch her videos a lot. She does a lot of hauls. But what I liked about her channel, and that's not what this video is about, it's just I brought her up. What I enjoy about her channel is that she not only shares, the newest things that are out there, sometimes she goes back and she'll share something that no one has done any videos on for a long time, if ever, such as I think the first video I watched of hers, she was showing the Ultimate Pro, I think it's called. I have it. I just can't remember if Pro is on the end of the name, but it's by Crafter's Companion. You don't find a lot of videos, or I haven't found a lot of videos on it. So it was encouraging and inspiring to see a more recent video done, because it inspired me to go pull mine out and use it again. And so that is what I hope to do with this series of videos. I have noticed that, of course, new products come out, and we all want the newest shiny thing that's out there, and it makes sense. And as I did a project today on this Cricut Expression 2, I realized that, well, of course we want the newest thing, because as technology updates, typically it gets better, and it is a lot easier, to do things like score your projects, for one. The machine does that for you. In Design Space, with the original machines, you had to do the scoring. Now, they did have little tick marks for a guide, so those were quite helpful. But, so I get that. But, that being said, there are some of you out there who have bought these machines recently. You bought them used from someone. You may have gotten one that's in brand spanking new condition because the person who bought it never used it, and they just, they're trying to destash, clear out their craft area, or just realize that's just not their thing. Whatever it is, I know that people are still purchasing these. And I realize that there's also people who bought them and they've never used them, but they still have them. So my intent with this series is just to inspire you and encourage you, and to try to show you that, yeah, you can still use these machines. Another thing I want to point out about my video series, this is not going to be an in-depth, step-by-step beginner introduction per se. And what do I mean by that? You will learn some things by watching me make projects. But for all the minute things that your machine can do, I would like to suggest, one, go on YouTube, of course, that's what I did in the beginning, and look for those tutorials that go over the basics, especially if you are more of a visual person and a hands-on person like me than you are a reader. I also highly recommend this book. I mentioned it in my last video. I did go online since that video to see if it was still available. I found it. From what I can tell, it is still available at barnesandnoble.com. I did pull up a link on Amazon because both of those came up, but I'm not sure if it is actually still available on Amazon.com. Well, you know, I take that back. I pulled up two different links for some reason. I think the second one I went on, it was there, and it cost a whole lot more than it cost on Barnes & Noble. So just, you know, just go online, look it up, and you'll be able to see where it is. It is out there. I highly recommend it. I briefly talked about it in my last video. It will break down everything for you and give you exercises to do so you can get to learn your machine. This is Tags, Bags, Boxes, and More, which is one of the oldest Cricut cartridges out there. I am going to pause the video for a while and grab a few things, and I will be right back. Okay, for this portion of the video, I have to use my iPad. Otherwise, I have to pull my overhead camera down off of the arm that it's on, and I figured this would be easier. I hope this is clear where you can see it. Let's see here. A little more. Okay, so here's our screen. I want to use the, let's see if I can do this. Oh, no, now it's so close. I'm going to use, don't pay attention, those are very old notes. I don't even know what they mean anymore. The purse is what I want to make. And if you'll see here, you have two purses. One has little slits in the top and the other one has two holes. Well, I don't want that. I'm going to go to the blackout mode, and I'm going to do that lower one that shows no holes and no slits. So to do that, I need to go to that button that you see that says blackout right there, and I'm going to push blackout. And then I need to go over here where the little purse image is. So I'm going to press it. And now I want to adjust the size. I have nothing else to do with any of these other buttons for this particular project for today. This little pencil is our edit. The little red dot over there, that's to get rid of the image. And this is to duplicate the image. But we just want to go adjust the size. Give me this screen. I don't want to rotate it. I don't want to flip it. You know, I want to go here so I can resize it. And it's already set to what my last, because I've already made one of these purse. I took it all the way up to as big as it would go, which is 7 inches. And so I'm just going to save that because that's what I want it to be cut at. And then I'm going to push this save, this little disc right here, and the home button. And there is my purse on the mat. And we're going to cut this little purse out. So in the spirit of busting it out, going old school, I have pulled out some older patterned cardstock. This is from Die Cuts with a View. I don't know where my cover is. I believe this is Mariposa. I'm not sure. It may still be out there. This isn't actually one of my oldest pads. It's just a pad that I've had around for, you know, quite a few years. I've pulled out, and these, I actually was going to get rid of these flowers. at some point, and I still might get rid of some of them. I used to use these a lot when I first started crafting. But yeah, so I'm going to use something out of here to go with our project. Put that aside. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to my mat. So I'm going to simply guide this through here. And everything is already set on my machine because I have done one of these. Oh, you know what I want to do? I do want to put a little tape on here just to be safe, because I need to restick a bunch of my mats. There are videos out there that will guide you in that as well, unless of course you would like me to show you, and then I will be more than happy to do that. So I'm gonna hold this, and I want to help guide it in until when the machine catches it, then we're good to go. So I'm going to go here. Now if I wanted to, I can't show you, I'm sorry, I was going to show you what you would do if you wanted to change the pressure or anything on here, but I guess I should have kept the iPad out longer. So this is a heavy cardstock. If any of you are familiar with die cuts with the View, you know it can be very heavy, which I like, especially for a project like this. So I pushed it a little, oh my goodness, let me get that iPad again. Okay, I'm going to do my best to show you this without moving the camera too much. It's going to be tricky because I got to like move my head around. And see, we're moving already because I can't see. This is tricky. So right there, you see a little image of the expression, and that's the button you're going to push to guide your for your cut to start. But if I wanted to change pressure or anything, I would go here, and you put in, I have heavy paper because that's what this is, and it shows I want one cut here. This is, I think this one's the pressure, and this is the number that you need to adjust your needle, it's not a needle, your blade to. I have it set at 5. And I'm going to push the blade, which is cut. And I will be right back when that is done. Okay, so I'm going to unload that. And as you can probably tell, the machine is a bit louder. The newer machines, of course, are a lot less. They make a lot less noise, but you know what? These wonderful machines still do their job. So again, if you have your hands on one of these, don't be afraid to play with it, to use it. Don't be discouraged because all the new fangled stuff is out. Yes, they have made a lot of improvements on the machines over the years, but that doesn't mean that we can't still use these machines. You know, on the bright side, if you happen to have this machine, and even if you have it, never used it, and you've bought the newer machines, and you're thinking, I think I'm going to sell that machine, because I know some people do. They get the newer machines and they sell them. I would encourage you to hold on to these legacy machines, because you know, if there's internet problems at all and you want to create, you want to do some die cutting, you're not going to be able to do that, right? No internet, no die cutting. Now, in the old days, we had to, they had these neat little, they do have little tick marks on the, I hate to move it because then I have to line up my ruler again. I don't know if you can see it. Let me bring you in here close and try to show you the tick marks that are on here. That's really close. Okay, can you see right here? Oh my goodness, I don't even see my hand. Oh, okay, because my hand is not in range. Right here, here, and here. I don't want to, I would draw on it. You know what I could do? Let me see. Hold on. Okay, so here, let me, in case you're wondering why this yarn is on here, years ago I did this because I was always losing my little stylus, and I had this taped down right here so that I never lost my stylus, but my tape, well, you know, it's lost its stickiness, so I'm going to close that, get it out of the way. But if I can, let's see, here's a tick mark here, tick there, see? So there's little tick marks and these all around the image. And those are guides. Now you can fold your, let me go wider. You can just find your tick marks and fold. You don't really have to score it. You can just do this and fold over. But I like to, just so I get a nice clean score line. See, just like that. Take your bone folder and do that. And you have a crisp line, a pretty crisp line. But what I used to do is find the tick marks with a ruler and I would score it. So I don't want to put my head in the camera because I'm looking a little wild today. And ideally what I would do, just to try to make sure my alignment was as perfect as I could get it, I would put my little score tool right there and bump my my ruler up to it, and then I'd find my other one, which usually we're in, oh, can you see that? Right here is where the next one would be, and I would just bump my little score tool up against it and then just run it along like that. And I would do that all over the project, wherever lines were. And a lot of times it's easy because your next score here is going to be from that little point there to that point there. So I'm going to go find my tick mark there, and then score along that line. So I'm going to go off camera and finish that, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have put all my little score lines in. I'm going to fold these over. Now if you want the inside of this, of your purse, to also be pretty and not just be white, just use a double-sided cardstock, double-sided patterned cardstock. Oops. Okay, there we are. And I always use a bone folder to make those folds nice and crisp. Putting the score lines in makes it easier to fold. Oops, I hope I was in range. This is a little high. Let me come in a little tighter. Okay, and then I've got two more. So depending on, you know, your style, your taste, or the taste of your recipient, you know, maybe they're modern or classic. Maybe they like shabby chic or whatever. You can do all that with this machine. Use today's papers, use yesterday's papers. Use what you want. Okay, now I am going to use liquid adhesive. You can also use the adhesive tapes. Those are great for making boxes and bags. I'm going to do these tabs right here on both sides. Ooh, I'm sorry, I'm off range. And I'm going to do this little strip right here. Just like that. I'm going to try to do this without getting my fingers too sticky. I want to bring this up as well as the front and line up my edges as best I can. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to take, let me close this up real quick. Then I'm going to take my bone folder. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. Oh, just a little bit. Now everything looks crooked. I'm so sorry. I usually don't like to move my camera around once it's set up. But today everything's a little different. So I'm just going to go in there and rub down that half circle. Make sure it is adhered to both panels really well. There's my little box. Now all I gotta do is, or my little purse is decorate it. Okay, so I decided that I had no idea how I'm gonna do this actually, that I wanted to add this bit of bling for the strap of my purse. That came from this bling wrap from Dollar Tree. I just cut a strip off. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, you can see right here. I just cut a strip off of the bling wrap. Really easy to do. And let me see, I can either use, you know what I should probably use, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to use glue dots because that's quick. So let me get that real quick. But if I was taking my time in doing this, I would probably use a hot glue gun, or I would use the liquid and just, you know, hold it for a while. But I want to just get this into the purse as quickly as possible. So I'm just going to put that up near the top. I'll go down maybe 1/4 inch, not too much. Now I would definitely use something that's going to hold better than this glue dot, because if someone grabs it like that, you know, you don't want it to fall out, which is probably what it's going to do. But again, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to just go with it for now. Yeah, I think a hot glue gun would serve you better in this case. You want something that can hold really strongly. So if someone grabs the little purse by its handle, it's not going to just come off of there. Isn't that cute? Can you see that? It's so cute. Okay, so now I am going to get my flowers, my old school flowers, to decorate the front of this bag, as well as, let me show you this one. I made this bag earlier off camera. Oh, it's trash. And on this bag I used the image that had the little holes cut out, and so I had to run ribbon through it. And so, so yeah, I have flowers for this one. I think I want to go like this, just give it a bit of a little contrast with the red, maybe, I think. What do you think? I don't know. We'll see. And then with this one, this light colored little pink bag. And if you're a person who does, like you send mail off to people, little random acts of kindness or happy mail, these would be great little projects just to add some little goodies in, embellishment, buttons, things like that. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not sure. This is a little matchy-matchy, but I tend to do that. I tend to be a person who does things a little matchy-matchy. Not everybody likes that, but that's okay. I do. It could go, little embellishment can go there, or it can go here. I think I'm going to just put it right there. Again, I think I'm going to just go with a glue dot for the purposes of this video. Glue would work very well here. A hot glue gun would also work. Liquid glue, should I say. Well, that's what glue is, right? I usually use terms like adhesive, which encompasses all of them. So yeah, liquid, good strong liquid glue or hot glue gun would work. I think I want something else on here though, but I don't have, thinking like a button or something. Oh, you know what? Maybe that. Yeah, I think I'll put that on there. Why not? I am so afraid of how long this video is. I never know till I get into editing, and then yeah, they're always too long. But I hope you're enjoying this video, whether you are new to paper crafting or you've been doing it for a while, and maybe you have one of these legacy machines. I hope you will enjoy this series either way, that you will like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to click the notification bell and make your choice in the drop down menu so that you will not miss the future. Hopefully you won't miss any future videos that I post. I am very, very excited about this series and using what I have, which was one of my goals this year, is, you know, pull out those products that I either haven't used in a while or I bought them and have never used them. So there's my little flower, and the only thing that I would add, well, I could add more things. There are way more, like some more bling or whatever, but for both purses I would add either little Velcro to them or tiny little craft magnets so that those open and close easily. So isn't that cute? I think that's cute. I think it's still applicable for today. What about you? Let me know in the comments. Okay, I think, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this black and red. Let me see. I wish I could hear you talking to me so you could help me out here. You know, I don't know what I feel about that white and red either. I'm not even sure how I feel about this flower on this bag at all. I thought I was ready to finish this one off. Let's see. Okay, black. I had a little tiny white one. I could do that there. I don't know, guys. None of it is impressing me right now. I see a little red flower. These little flowers are so old. I mean, these are like the very first embellishment type things. One of the very first embellishment type things that I bought. That could work, I guess. I'm not too crazy about the white on the tips of this. All my tiny white flowers, for some reason they have yellow on the tips. I need it to just be white. And I don't know, that just doesn't stand out. Okay, here, we'll be here all day. We're probably already at, I don't know, an hour. Wouldn't put it past me. But if you stayed this long, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. So I'm going to just put that little red flower in the center there. And then I'm going to put the white one on the black one, and hopefully I will like it at the end. If not, oh well. That is how it's going to go down for this video. I do hope also that you will share this video so that we just have more people to hang out with us in this community on this channel. This is not centered. Okay, that's going to drive me nuts. So again, just let me know in the comments below, you know, if you want to see something specific, a certain cartridge. If I have a certain cartridge that you want to see a project done with, I will do a video with that cartridge. Let me pull this over. Okay, so there you are. Two cute little purses made with the Cricut Expression 2. Like I said, these legacy machines are wonderful. They still work, and I think they still are applicable for today. So if you have one, don't be afraid to take that baby out. I hope you enjoyed this video and these projects, and that you will join me on Tuesdays. We will be doing our Busted Out. This is the machine series. And come back again on Thursdays when I do other projects that may or may not be using machines. They won't be the legacy machines. I am going to dedicate those to Tuesday projects. Thank you so very much for visiting me today. I would love to hear from you. So please leave a comment below, like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you haven't done so already, and share. Thanks for watching. Have a great night or evening or day, depending on where you are watching this video. As always, I look forward to being with you again. Bye for now.